Hi, my topic for today is the best energy drink, in my opinion. And I've gone over this really carefully, but over the years I've looked for an energy drink to replace coffee because I didn't like coffee. It made me too nervous, kept me up at night, made me grumpy and jittery and just like an old person. So I didn't want to feel like that. I looked through a lot of things. I used to run competitively on the weekends, and I'd run every day, jogging, try to stay in shape. And about 20 years ago, I got into the mountain biking promotion business. And I promoted mountain bikes, and that brought me in contact with some other energy products. The early energy bars, the power bar, didn't do anything for me. You know, I wanted some kind of stimulant, some kind of caffeine, but they didn't have it at that time. Cliff bars weren't around yet, and energy shots with espresso or caffeine in it weren't around. But there were some things, and one of the things I came across was something called a Thunder Bar. And that was like an early real energy product. And what it had in it for a stimulant was guarana, or sometimes they say guarana. It's great stuff. I love it. I much prefer it to caffeine. It's a more subtle high. It's a very smooth, mellow buzz. Doesn't make you nervous, doesn't make you jittery, doesn't keep you up at night, but it lets you get a lot of stuff done, and it makes you feel good, kind of like dark chocolate. So I looked and looked, and of course I wanted a rehydration drink for long bike rides. I went up to 85 miles one day on a bike ride, and fortunately we had something called Cytomax. And this was pretty good. It was good, but it had so much sugar in it, it made my eyes water. I've got problems with sugar. Diabetes runs in my family, and it makes me feel like garbage. So I try to avoid sugar, and I think that's one of the best things I've done throughout my life. I'm 62 now, or almost. I'll be 62 in a month. And I'm the same weight that I was in high school. I lift weights, I run, I do pull-ups. You might have seen my pull-up video. I like to stay in shape. I want to keep looking good and feeling good as long as I'm around. And my grandfather succeeded at this and lived to age 92 or so. Lived a good life, did a lot of walking when he was older, and just had the run of his little town, Kissimmee, Florida, and knew everybody. And I like to be like him, and I think I take after him genetically, for what that's worth. But anyway, since this is about the best energy drink, I'll try not to give you the story of my life. I've looked at a lot of energy products, and they finally came out with energy drinks, and I was open to looking. I looked at something called Accelerate, and I helped them market that for a while, but it really didn't have the zing to it, the punch that I craved. I tried green tea, but it was good. It's healthy. It's good stuff. Science has proven that it's good for you, but it just didn't really keep me going and make me feel as good as I wanted to feel, and as good as I knew I could feel. So, to make a long story short, I finally found something called A.C.T. energy drink. And like I say, I've compared everything else that's out there. No way will I drink a Red Bull or a Monster. I mean, I look at the label to compare them. I don't have to drink them. I don't have to suffer with all, 39 grams of sugar in a Red Bull. 57 grams of sugar in one Monster. Young people are going to have diabetes before they're out of their 20s. I'm sure some of them are dealing with that right now. They're all, I shouldn't generalize, but so many of our young people are pudgy, they're out of shape, they're overweight. They all look like the Pillsbury Doughboy or the Michelin Man. You know, they're just, and they're just getting started. I'm talking kids in their teens and 20s. So I've been through this whole thing. I've been looking at life since I was 10 years old and trying to figure out the secret to good health and to being in shape. And I think I've done a pretty good job. No way, I'm not trying to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not trying to be Hulk Hogan or anything. And that's not what I'm into. But I'm into being healthy and staying active. Well, this A.C.T. is the cat's meow. It's the best thing that I've found, and it's been 2.5 years that I've been drinking it every day. I love it. Sleep good at night. I get a lot of exercise. I've got energy to do things. And I just wanted to tell you, you've got alternatives. You know, A.C.T. is less expensive than its competitors. You can get a packet of A.C.T. And by the way, we have a new flavor. $1. Mixes up, makes 12 ounces of a delicious, kind of an exotic fruit punch flavor. Low in sugar. They have raised the sugar amount in it a bit, but it doesn't seem to bother me. It's got a good punch to it, but it doesn't wire you up or anything. It's no caffeine, no added caffeine. It's all guarana, natural vitamins and herbs to help the healthy creation of energy in our cells. It was made by some very smart people, and they did a great job of it. I am really grateful that they've created this product. New flavor, new package. There's a can coming out that I'll have shortly. But I just wanted to say, you've got alternatives. You can drink A.C.T. or you can drink Monster or Red Bull and deal with the sugar problems that are created by taking massive doses of sugar, several times a day. I can tell you what will happen because I've watched people over 40, 50 years. I look at people of my age, even intelligent people who have taken reasonable care of themselves, and they're typically 20, 30, 50 pounds overweight. They've got various physical ailments. They're having to replace joints surgically. No way do I want that. And I don't need it. So I just want to say you've got some opportunity to take care of yourself now, to be in better health, and to be in better shape by the time you get to age 60 and beyond. So it's just my message to the young. I know it's hard for you to accept these things. You may not want to hear it from an old fart, but I've had a lot of fun. I haven't held back. I was a pretty wild young person, and I'm still kind of wild, and I want to keep going like that. And you can have fun, but you just have to be selective how you do it. And by getting a better formulation of an energy drink instead of going with the commercial crap that's on the market, you can save money, and you can have a better time for longer. You can live longer, be in better shape when you get to the end of your life. This may be hard to understand at your young age, if you are young when you're watching this, but I'd really like to see people get through their life better than my generation has, because I look at the shape that most of my generation's in. It's pathetic. So that's my message. That's the bottom line. I mean, I could go around. You can go to my website. It's called Healthy Planet Diet. healthful.com and see the review on Best Energy Drink. I talk about Verve energy drink, and it looks like a healthy thing, but it's got too much sugar, and it costs $2.71 for an 8-ounce can. That's crazy. You don't need all that sugar. You know, sugar is a downer. Very short-term high in sugar. And likewise, the caffeine is short-term. You start, I know how young people like to drink energy drinks. You drink a bunch of them in a row, you can be in massive cardiac problems. The old ticker starts giving you some serious pains. It's not good. You don't want that. That's no fun. So anyway, Verve is the same old stuff. GBG, that stuff smells and tastes like medicine. They're not even selling it on the market as far as I can tell anymore. And I'm not surprised. And it's only powered by caffeine. It's a real soulless buzz. It doesn't make you feel that warm, happy glow the guarana does. And the other one that I looked at was Crave. Now Crave looks pretty good on paper. I haven't tried it. I tried to get a sample and the guy never sent it to me. $74.95 is the smallest quantity they will sell you. And that's only for powder form, as far as I can tell. And that's for 50 packets. And they claim that will make 100 servings. Well, maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. But A.C.T. Spend about $40 and get 30 of these delivered to you. If you want cans, they've got a new special going on that is a tremendous deal. They will send you a case of cans of the new formula, which is 24 cans, and then they'll give you 30 of the packets of the old formula, which are similar to this, but not the new flavor. And they're very good, and there's less sugar in them, if you're concerned about that. Anyway, $80 delivered to your door. That should keep you going for a month. I don't know what you're spending, but if you really, the young people I talk to are often spending, at least $5 a day on energy drinks. And sometimes a lot more than that. And they can't be that good if you've got to power one down every hour, every couple of hours. It's crazy. So anyway, for what it's worth, that's my take on Best Energy Drink. I want to be healthy. I hope you care about that too, because if you don't now, you may wish that you had later. Anyway, check this out. Stuff makes you feel good. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.